Hi, it's Steve Sorensen, Phillips Chevrolet. Today I just want to touch briefly on the Z51 package that's available on the Corvette Stingray. Z51 package is basically designed for the person, the Corvette enthusiast, who basically wants to have a nice competition sport Corvette. First thing that it changes on the Z51 is you get these new Z51 wheels. You go to a 19-inch front wheel and you go to a 20-inch back wheel. And one of the biggest changes also is instead of having Duralife brakes, which are going to be on the regular Stingray, is you go to a 13.6-inch rotor on the front with the Brembo brake system. These are going to be ceramic pads. One thing to note, if you get a Z51 package, is if you take this thing to the track or if you just drive it around town to the grocery store, what I've learned at the driving school is that the brakes are going to wear out between 10, 15, 20,000 miles. You're going to need to get a brake job on a Z51 package. It's just the nature of these ceramic brake pads. They like to eat those rotors up a little bit. It's also slotted rotors, okay? Another thing that's different with the Z51 is you get a dry sump oil system in it. It's designed basically when you're going around the track, picture a bottle of water, and as you're going around the track, with all the G-forces, all the water goes to one side of the bottle. Well, all the oil is going to go to one side of the engine. And what the dry sump system basically does is it keeps a reservoir of oil up in the engine to where if the oil is getting sloshed around in the engine, there's not anything at the bottom of the engine to be sucked to the proper places. It takes it out of the reserve and lubricates your engine. It's got specific gear ratios. It's also got the electronic limited slip differential, designed to, I believe it's a hydraulic system, if I'm not mistaken, to change the pressure in the differential itself, so it doesn't burn out. The Z51 comes standard with black calipers in the front. You can get red ones. You can get different color calipers on it also. And then you've got the specific shocks and suspension system that's on it. You can also get a magnetic ride control in the vehicle. It's a shock absorber system that basically the computer will sense the type of road you're on, and what it does is it makes a calculation of what the suspension should be 1,000 times every second. It means that the Corvette computer will basically make adjustments to the car every inch you're going down the road at 60 miles an hour. So it really takes current ride conditions into effect and makes adjustments accordingly. You also got different modes in the driving modes that you can do in the performance traction management system. You can get it in track mode, you can change it into wet, change it into dry, all those different things. You've got, like I said, you got the larger front and rear wheels, and it's got the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires on it. I had the privilege of driving this car out in Pahrump, Nevada at the Rockefeller's driving school, and we basically did different things. We went around pylons, we went on a figure-8 track that was covered with water, and the instructor was sitting in the passenger seat, and he was controlling my ride control in the car, and he says, "All right, try to spin it out." And we're doing a figure eight on a wet track, and I'm driving around the pylons and punching it, and the Corvette would not allow itself to take gas, knowing that it's going to be spinning out if I give it too much. So it basically knows how much power, it knows when it's going to spin itself out, so it's only going to allow you to drive it to the extreme until it breaks loose. But if you put it in track mode, you're going to be doing donuts. So there's different modes in the suspension system and the track settings, or the ride settings to protect yourself from the current driving conditions. If you have any questions, give me a call. Steve Sorensen at Phillips Chevrolet. Phone number is 815-469-2323, extension 398.